Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler and a short stumpy dome. He's a fussy little engine too, always pulling coaches about ready for the big engines to take on long journeys. And when trains come in, he pulls the empty coaches away so that the big engines can go and rest. Thomas thinks no engine works as hard as he does. He loves playing tricks on them, including Gordon, the biggest and proudest engine of all. Thomas likes whistling rudely at him. "Wake up, lazy bones, why don't you work hard like me?" One day after pulling the big express, Gordon had arrived back at the sidings very tired. He was just going to sleep when Thomas came up in his cheeky way. "Wake up, lazy bones, do some hard work for a change. You can't catch me." And off he ran laughing. Instead of going to sleep again, Gordon thought how he could get back at Thomas. One morning, Thomas wouldn't wake up. His driver and fireman couldn't make him start. His fire went out and there was not enough steam. It was nearly time for the express. People were waiting, but the coaches weren't ready. At last, Thomas started. Oh dear, he yawned. He fussed into the station where Gordon was waiting. "Hurry up, you," said Gordon. "Hurry yourself," replied Thomas. Gordon began making his plan. "Yes," said Gordon, "I will." And almost before the coaches had stopped moving, Gordon reversed quickly and was coupled to the train. "Get in quickly, please," he whistled. Thomas usually pushed behind the big trains to help them start, but he was always uncoupled first. This time Gordon started so quickly they forgot to uncouple Thomas. Gordon's chance had come. Come on, puffed Gordon to the coaches. The train went faster and faster, too fast for Thomas. He wanted to stop, but he couldn't. "Peep, peep, stop, stop!" "Hurry, hurry, hurry," laughed Gordon. You can't get away, laughed the coaches. Poor Thomas was going faster than he had ever gone before. He was out of breath and his wheels hurt him, but he had to go on. "I shall never be the same again," he thought sadly. "My wheels will be quite worn out." At last they stopped at a station. Thomas was uncoupled, and he felt very silly and exhausted. Next, he went on to a turntable, thinking of everyone laughing at him. And then he ran onto a siding out of the way. "Well, little Thomas," chuckled Gordon, "now you know what hard work means, don't you?" Poor Thomas couldn't answer. He had no breath. He just puffed slowly away to rest and had a long, long drink. He went home very slowly and was careful afterwards never to be cheeky to Gordon again.
The 2, the 4, the 6 are cheeky one. James is vain but lots of fun. Percy pulls a mail on time. Gordon thunders down the line. Emily really knows her stuff. Rebecca toots and huffs and puffs. Edward wants to help and share. Toby, well, let's say he's square. The 2, the 4, the 6, the 8, shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play, around in the shed so far away. Down the hills and round the bends, Thomas and his
Hey Gus, guess what?
What, Thomas?
We are going to Niagara Falls.
Wait, really?
Now hurry up, we need to get in the taxi. Well, Gus, we made it.
Wow, this hotel is so great! I know, Annie, it's so big!
Oh, thank goodness Sim out of that taxi. I could not even breathe.
Oh, James, be grateful that Thomas tripped.
Hey everyone, why don't we do a game where boys and girls dance?
Sure, Thomas.
You are my fire,
Number 2, keep it going.
the one desire.
Number 3.
Believe when I say.
Number 4.
I want it that way.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Now number 5. I never wanna hear you say. Woo!
I want it that way.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire.
Hey, Thomas, can I do something?
Sure, Percy.
This is becoming embarrassing.
This report is so bad.
This is so relaxing!
Percy, stop eating the food. Percy, please stop. Percy, please stop. Look, a place to on, everyone. It's time to go home.
You're pulling us well. You're pulling us well.
Thomas was alone at Tidmouth Sheds when the Fat Controller arrived. He was still in his Halloween costume. "You are to collect flour from the mill and take it to the bakery," he boomed. "You must work with Diesel. The island needs its morning toast, and Lady Hat and I need our crumpets," he added sternly. "So I'll have no mishaps tonight." Thomas didn't want to work with Diesel, but he wanted to be really useful. When Thomas arrived at Brendan, he couldn't see Diesel at all. Diesel was up to his old tricks. He rolled up behind Thomas and went, "Boo! Trust the silly old Stevie to be scaredy on Halloween," Diesel sneered. "I'm not a scaredy engine," said Thomas firmly. "We'll see," oiled Diesel. Thomas and Diesel headed for the flour. Diesel teased Thomas with every click and every clack. When they arrived at the woods, Diesel cried, "It's the haunted forest!" And he called out, "Woo, Thomas!" in a spooky voice. "Stop it," said Thomas crossly. But the breeze blew, and the branches creaked. Diesel's teasing made it seem spooky indeed. Then they came to the abandoned mine. The buildings were deserted, but they could hear a banging noise. "What was that?" cried Thomas. "Sounds like the ghost engine looking for a steamy to scare." "Well, I'm not scared," said Thomas. But he wished he felt as brave as he sounded. Thomas and Diesel had to stop at a red signal. It was next to a twisty old tree. The wind whistled, and Thomas heard a strange cry. Suddenly, Thomas felt something touch his tender. "Look out!" cried Diesel. "The ghost engine is after your funnel." "Cinders and ashes," gasped Thomas, and he let out a frightened peep. Scaredy engine," Diesel teased. Thomas was very cross with Diesel. He wanted to pay him back for all his teasing. Thomas and Diesel arrived at the flour mill. Thomas rolled up to collect the flour. Then Thomas had an idea. "We'll see who's a scaredy engine," he puffed. Thomas biffed the trucks out of the way and rolled under the chute himself. When Thomas puffed out the other side, he was covered from dome to buffer in pure white flour. "Ooh," he said spookily. "It's the ghost engine," cried Diesel. "It's come to get me." "Stop," cried Thomas. "It's just me." But Diesel was nowhere to be seen. After Diesel was gone, the mill seemed very quiet. But there was still work to do. The island needs its bread, thought Thomas, and the Fat Controller needs his crumpets. Thomas shunted all the trucks into one long line, and he set off for the bakery all alone. As Thomas arrived at the twisty tree, he wished he could go faster. But it was a very long train and he had to go slowly. Because he was going so slowly, Thomas could see that the tree wasn't spooky at all. "It was just a tree," he gasped, and the strange cry was an owl. Thomas was relieved. Thomas chugged towards the abandoned mine. He could still hear the spooky banging. He looked to his left and then to his right, and he saw what was making the noise. "It's just an old door," he gasped. "The wind is making it crash." Finally, Thomas reached the old woods. The breeze still blew, and the branches creaked. Thomas took a big, brave puff. But without Diesel's teasing, Thomas could see the haunted forest was actually Henry's favourite forest. "It's not scary at all," said Thomas. Thomas arrived at the bakery. He was tired but happy. "It's the ghost engine, sir," Diesel told the Fat Controller, "and it's come to get me." "It's not a ghost engine," boomed the Fat Controller. "That's Thomas. He's a really useful engine." "Thomas, you have done a splendid job," the Fat Controller said. "You deserve a special washdown." "Thank you, sir," puffed Thomas proudly. And while the Fat Controller waited for the first batch of crumpets, Thomas looked forward to telling his friends his Diesel Halloween story.